All right, I apologize for the glare here. I'm trying to keep it out of this direct light. I've actually got 4 lights coming in that I can sort of make a mini studio when I'm in the hotel. If you watched the full breadth of this channel, I spend 1 or 2 weeks in a hotel, 1 or 2 weeks, 1 or 2 days a week in a hotel. And this is when I do my desktop videos. The rest of this channel is about vans and stuff. But I am also an inveterate camera user, so don't switch off if you like cameras. Most of my cameras are action type cameras. I've had some DSLRs, at least a couple. I've had, well, one's actually a Sony. The majority of my cameras, action cameras and otherwise, are Sony and GoPro. And this is in addition to the Sony line of it, which means I need to sell something because this is expensive as the devil. I've had the previous iteration of that. I don't know if it was the immediate one before this or one quite a while ago. This is the 4K, and it's called the FDRX3000. Let's see if we can pop it out of here. I've got some of the RXs. Well, one of them. I used to have 2, but I bought the one that doesn't have the selfie camera in there a week before it was released. So I sold that one and got the one with the selfie camera. Not that I take a lot of selfies, but it's good to be able to take your own face every once in a while. People tend to identify with you more, and it might get you a couple of extra subscribers or a few more views. This is the I've never really liked this profile, but the reason I bought it is it has a great reputation for stabilization. And the weakest part of my channel is the on-the-go videos, and this is supposed to be able to help with that. Let's see if I can actually get in here. I'm not doing a complete analysis of it here. This is basically showing you the I have to look at it again, the FDR3000 or whatever it is. I managed to throw my box on the floor. The FDRX3000. And yeah, I have to check it. I didn't do a lot of analysis. I tend to, if Sony releases something, it's in the form factor I like, or GoPro, I tend to buy it. GoPro has a great camera out there. It's about $500, which is not that much less than this one. But I'm not sure when I'm going to get that, but I think for one thing, I'm going to make sure if I get that I've already got the money, because I'm going to sell a few of my older cameras to make up the deficit on this one. Instructions, cables, that's about it. It is considerably smaller than the old version. I'm going to do some analysis of this. I just want to show it to you and sort of give you an idea of the look of this new camera, the FDRX3000. This form factor is weird to me. It has a screen on the side where you do the settings, so it's just a little bit odd. Now, the thing I've got to do is, and I'm going to do this offline because this is basically a box opening. I'm going to find out where the microphone is for this and drill holes, because I don't need the ultimate protection of the waterproof case. I just need to make sure I like to keep it in the case just for safety's sake, and then I'm able to use it and still, assuming I find exactly where the speaker is, which is usually directly beneath the lens, and I will be able to simply, there we go, pop this thing open. See, this shows you this is a box opening. I wouldn't be this screwed up and lack the ability to do this in a smooth fashion unless it was a box opening. Okay, I see a series of holes here. This is a stereo system. So what I'm going to need to do is, unless I'm going to run it outside the protection, I'm going to need to drill holes so I can right in the Sony, as a matter of fact, to make sure I can then get good audio while in the case. I like the protection of the case, and if I'd hardly ever use a camera outside a case. I've got an ancient one I use sometime outside the case, but normally I try not to do that. Okay, boop, boop. Actually, it's pretty intuitive once you get it started. It just took me a while to get intuitive. I really do like the way this form factor is. Well, that's not exactly right. The form factor is kind of weird, but the reason I got it is because it promises extraordinary stabilization, better than the top of the line GoPro Heroes. Only time will show that. But I never worry about buying a Sony brand. Sony makes mechanisms for cameras all over the world, but I like the Sony brand, and I've got an RXO. I've got, what have I got? I've got two Sonys, and this one will make the third. I do like it because it's the old form factor was very similar to this, but this is smaller. It's really not much bigger than the Heroes, but it's long instead of being flat, so it does have a difference. And it just a standard connector there. You just put in a Hero mount, screw it in, and then you could run this on any portable or small selfie stick, tripod, etc. In fact, I could put it on a tripod. I've got this sitting on. I think this is a Hero 7 that I'm now doing the box opening on this. So I'm going to give a more thorough look at this in the near future, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it moving. I'm going to use it in a store or something, because a lot of my stuff is showing merchandise or showing items, and I do like this because it's not an obvious camera. I never invade anybody's privacy, but I like cameras where I can film, video, whatever terminology you want to use, in an area with people, only looking crazy because it appears I'm talking to myself. Anyway, I just want to give you a quick look at that. Like I said, I do like that form factor. So we'll see how this actually works. I may do a comparison. If I see people who want to, who would like me to do it, I'll do a comparison against it and some of the latest Heroes, 7s, 8s, etc. that I've got, because I'm a Hero addict and I've become a Sony addict, and both of those addictions are very expensive, and I don't know of a cure, and I don't want to go cold turkey. So I just want to give you a quick look at this. I've got these, and this is the battery. So I got to make sure I've got everything going. So I'm going to